Our show is brought to you by Barreto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, The Green Law Firm, personal injury attorney, Kaylin Parker of Magnolia Wealth Strategies, Moe's Pizza, Lance's AC and Heating, CC's Children Blocks, The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana, Drums Earwear.
Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. 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 Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB, the sports guy. Got a good one for you all tonight. In a few short minutes, and I mean short minutes, the head coach of the undefeated Neville Tigers, Coach Mike Collins, will be joining us. Before we start the interview, you guys know I can't do this without my co-host, one and only VK Jones. What's going on, VK?
Hey, what's going on, people? Like, tag, share, subscribe to the Hash It Out Show. All social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So log on to the hashitout.show.com. And man, this has been a very good season so far. We've been really plugging it in. We thank y'all so much for all your support. Like we said, we New Orleans based, but we hit all over the state, man. And we've been hitting all over the state, especially this week. We've been North Louisiana more than anything else this week. So it's an honor and a privilege. Thank you for all the North Louisiana fans for joining us.
Well, let's get right to it. So, our special guest, like I said, he's the head coach of the Neville Tigers, and they are undefeated. And Friday night, they will be competing for the district championship. Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Coach Mike Collins. Coach Collins, how you doing? Oh, we can't hear Coach. Can't hear Coach.
Audio.
Yeah. Can you hear us? He can hear us, but we can't
Yeah.
hear him. Yeah, we can't hear him.
I turned his mic on.
Yeah, maybe his mic is off. Let's see if they bring him back in. George Peppers, you finally in? What's up, man?
What's up, man? Restream acting a fool. I thought it might have been VK sabotaging me because it's pick night and he's got to chase second. He can't catch you, so he's going to try to catch me. But it is what it is. Now, what's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? It is Wednesday. Another great night. Hash It Out Show, episode 183.
We good?
All right, Coach
Oh, I'm here.
Collins, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. We
no.
can hear you. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you guys for having me on.
Oh, man, we appreciate you for coming on, Coach. Let's get right to it, Coach. Neville High School has always been dear to you. Tell us about the time when you were a student teacher at Neville High School.
Well, yeah, so that's many moons ago, and got the great opportunity to work for Coach Charlie Brown, which was very special, and even more so now. The fact that we are in the Charlie Brown Fieldhouse, and Coach Brown's statue is in there. and just the aura of the building, and the mystique of the school. I think from a football perspective is pretty awesome, and having the opportunity to come back, and really I've just it's kind of been a full circle, uh, and came back here as the defensive coordinator several years ago, and had gotten out of college coaching, and went to the lake, man. I just thought I was going to be done, and Coach Tannehill called, and obviously asked me if I wanted. I missed coaching, I missed the players, and so I said, you know what, I think I like to do that. So I went back, and been very blessed to coach a lot of great football players. Obviously, y'all know a bunch of them. You've seen them play, and you're seeing them play now. And I mean, how many coaches have the opportunity to coach at a high school that has 6 active NFL players right now? And we're going to have some more coming up here pretty quick. When I'm playing in Tiger Town right now at LSU, and then our big tackles up there at Tennessee, Lance Hurd. So, that's a couple more guys that will be playing pretty soon. So, anyway, to circle back and have the opportunity to coach at this fabulous school, and with such great tradition and rich tradition in football, and is a blessing for me.
Definitely. Your dad is the legendary Pat Collins. What was it like to play for him, and what did you learn from him in regards to coaching?
Well, I'll tell you this, everybody wanted to know what it was like to play for him. Put it like this, it was tough, because he was going to be extra hard on me, and my buddies all knew it, and recognized it right off the bat. So really being accepted by the team, and in that aspect was really good for me. And then, on the other hand, it was pretty tough as well. And growing up in that household, I tell people, when I worked for Nick for 2 years, Nick Saban, for 2 years, there's tons of similarities between the two. My dad was a tremendous disciplinarian on our football team, much like Nick, very organized, just like Coach was. Had all the same kind of qualities, and was successful, where he was. And, so I was blessed in that fact that, his organizational skills, his ability to be able to reach out to young men, didn't matter, white, black, pink, purple, whatever, and be able to have an influence on their life. And I think that's coaching to me, when you can, and that's the same thing I've got here. I think, these guys, man, look, I love them all. I'm going to be hard on their tail now. I'm going to get after their butt. But they know it, but they know I care about the end result. The end result for me is not a championship, is being a champion as a young man, being a good dad one day, being a CEO, being the mayor of Monroe, if that's where you choose to live. That's my goal for them. And, if they can play college football, great. If they can play pro football, great. I'm going to still love them the same. They know that. And, I've got them calling me daily now, guys that just played for me on defense. Boy, Coach, y'all are doing a great job. Wish I could be there. They're off at college and in different things. And then sometimes you see them. So makes you feel good. And I mean, it's really what we do it for. If you get down to it, and man, I couldn't have been more blessed with a lot of good football players, and a lot of good men, and a lot of good people.
You had a pretty tough non-district schedule, and your district is one of the toughest districts in the state. I mean, you're undefeated. You beat Banjo, Calvary Baptist, St. Thomas More, Ruskin, Washington, Westboro, to name a few. At 9-0 right now, what can you say about your team?
Well, what I can say is they're very resilient. Obviously we've had a tough schedule, and we know that. We set out to do that, and and I think our kids have done a tremendous job of just staying the course, and believing in what we're doing and believing how we're working in practice is going to pay off in the ball game. And their belief, and obviously their trust in me, with getting them in the right position, get them in the right places, get them in the right calls, right situations in a ball game. And I think that's where it is. You got to have their trust. I don't care what it is, and if they don't trust you and believe in you, then you probably don't have a very good football team. And we do. We got great team chemistry as well. Our kids do a great job with each other. And I mean, look, man, we got our school is so diversified that it's really kind of incredible. I mean, we have the poorest of the poor and we have the richest of the rich, both all on the same football team. And it's amazing to watch them work together and be able to be successful like we are. And I think that's an attribute and a credit to the kids themselves and their parents for doing a good job with all of them.
Before I pass it on to VK Jones, like I said earlier, you guys are playing for the district championship against Alexandria. You guys go to Alexandria. What is it about Alexandria that stands out to you when you're watching film?
Huh. I don't know what doesn't. Shit, I'm telling you, man, they got some fabulous football players. Boy, I tell you what, obviously it starts with the quarterback, and he's young, and both of them, not just one now. Both of them are sophomores, and they've done a fantastic job with those guys. I know Thomas is probably the one coaching them, and for the most part, I'll say. I'm sure they have a quarterback coach, but I guarantee you he's got his hand in it. And then, Lindsey, the tailback, man, just great balance and body control, runs with power. He runs with speed, and just makes them go, and then they got the wideouts. And, I mean, there's a reason why they can catch and throw it, but there's also a reason why they can run it. That's that offensive line they got up there, man. I mean, they're averaging 40 over 40. I don't think they've been held under 40 points in a game yet. And, that's a task for us. And then defensively, they just got some guys that are just running around the field and playing hard, playing extremely hard, and 3-4 defense. And, so, man, I don't know. I can't pick one thing out that's really good. I mean, they got a lot of things good because that's probably why they're 9-0 like us,
Coach Collins, we appreciate you joining us and everything. Thank you so much for taking the time out and everything to put you on, and also to give a showcase for for Neville football. Sorry about that, but at the same time, Coach. But we definitely appreciate it. But I wanted to ask you, the way this year's been going, you've been preparing for a long time for this position, and this is just officially your first year as Neville head coach. Did you ever vision year number one being like this?
No, not really. Obviously I hoped it would be. Makes it a lot easier. But, I don't know. You prepare yourself, for this kind of situation throughout your whole career, I think. Now, you either do want to be one or you don't want to be one. It ain't for everybody, and that, to be a head coach. And obviously, having the opportunity to be the head coach at Neville was pretty special. And, I felt, I don't know, in my heart that these guys needed some leadership. They needed guidance, and I felt like, I'm here. I know them. I know what they need. In my opinion, I knew what they needed, and that's what I've given them. We've had structure, we've had discipline, we've had, we had a lot of love. We've done a lot of things together, and I feel like that was the way. And I gave the seniors ownership too as well. But I envisioned that we would be 9-0. I knew it would be tough. I knew it would be a tough year. And sure enough, it's been a tough year. But our kids have just been so resilient in every ball game and been able to manage the game. And I think that's why we're successful. And I think that has a lot to do with our coaching staff. Man, they've done a tremendous job of getting our players prepared, both offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. And I think we've won ball games in all phases. And then situational football. Preparing them for every kind of situation that would happen in a ball game. We practice it, if not once a week, twice a week, depending on what the situation is. Try to take in all scenarios, all things that can happen to you during the course of a game, and we try to work them and fit them in. And like I said, our players have done a really, really good job with all of that. And so I think they have trust in me in the leadership of our football team, and I think that's where it all starts.
Seemed like the evolution of North Louisiana, there's just been something else. You go way back in the day, in the 80s into the 90s, a lot of ties with Neville and Southeast Louisiana in itself. But over the years, last maybe 5, 6, 7 years, we've been seeing programs emerge like Washita Christian, also Calvary Baptist, and also Ruston. But it seemed like this season, it looked like you really put this team on a mission. Felt like, hey, we're the big brothers of this region. We need to take it back. And so far, you have taken it back by force, don't you think, Coach? Hear me, Coach?
Well, I think, we're very fortunate here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I think the one thing that, this area offers, it's been good in football for quite some time. Even my first job was at Washita High School, fresh out of college. And, I went to work for Mike Bowery, and we won a state championship at Washita. We took a program that was basically dead in the water, and in 4 years' time, we took it to, and we played in the Dome and beat Brother Mark for the state championship. And, then I got my first college job, and then they continued to play. And obviously it was a battle between them, Ruston and Neville, Washita, Ruston, and Neville for those next few years. Then West Monroe came on the scene, who obviously is in the district, and Don made his run with his West Monroe Rebels, and then, at times they played against, Neville and Ruston and different teams, throughout the semifinals and all that. But, then you got to add in Washita Christian. You got to add in Sterlington. You got to add in, Wasserman had a great year last year. Those are teams just right here in our city. And then you had to take the run that Bastrop made, a few years back with Brad Bradshaw. And now they've had a resurgence there. And, and then you can go down the road about 90 miles and you got Calvary and you got Evangel over there in Shreveport. And, that there's enough said about that. Those teams have been tremendously successful. And then you got Oak Grove right up here in Northeast Louisiana, another team. And then you got Farmerville or Union, and you add them into the mix. So I think, we've been blessed with a lot of good football players. And, we really have some fine coaches in this area too as well. And, I'm a really, really good football coach when I have really good football players. I'm just going to tell you that.
Now, when you guys got the victory against Ruston, did you think the Neville Tigers are back? And I think that's what we felt that night when you got the victory against Ruston.
Well, we jamboreed with them too as well, and they got us in the jamboree. And after the jamboree, went back, and I watched the video, and I said, you know what, we got a real chance here. Our quarterback's going to mature as the season goes, and he has. We're going to get better at what we're doing. Had a whole new offensive staff, and they've done a fantastic job. And I knew we would get better there. And I felt like we had every bit as good a football team, if not a better football team than Ruston. And I think you're 100% correct. We felt like that, hey, once we won that ball game, obviously it wasn't the end result that, in the game. By what I meant by that is it wasn't the ultimate goal wasn't to beat Ruston. It was to finish the season. And but I knew then that was a great measuring stick for us. And I felt like that, hey, we've got a good football team. We can compete with anybody. And you're 100% right. After we played that ball game, I knew we were.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about your players that has been really leading this resurgence of the Neville Tigers?
Yeah, I sure can. I think it starts on offense with our quarterback. He's been fantastic, gotten better every week. He's just a sophomore, and Parker Robinson he just continues to get better. And then Trendon Dumas, listen, man, the guy was a part-time starter last year. Just tremendous work ethic, and has done a great job at wideout this year. Just made big play after big play after big play for us. And then Thomas Campbell, Will's younger brother, is our starting tight end, and he is just when they start doubling up Trendon, then it opens up the door for everybody else, and it just so happened it was Rustin, and he ate their lunch. And then Caleb Vaughn, the fastest guy in North Louisiana in the 100 and the 200 for the last 2 years in a row, is our inside slot. And it started the season, they doubled him all up, and it was kind of funny because then that's when Trendon began to get all the catches and all the balls, and then here of late now they've doubled up Trendon, so everybody else is getting them, which is a good thing. But we have the ability to be able to do that. And then Jalen Nichols at tailback and TJ Lemons, both they're 1-2 guys, and Jalen is just a different back. He's powerful. He's been hurt ankle. Was off to a fantastic start. His first 3 ball games were lights out, and got the ankle sprain, and so it set him back, and he's just now coming back into his own. And TJ Lemons has just filled in tremendously. He's a little video 5'4" guy and about 135 pounds, and they can't find him, they can't catch him, they can't get him down, and so been blessed with that. And then defensively, let's just start with Brody Watley, our defensive end. Of course, Brody plays all over the front. Brody's 6'4", 265. He's a TCU commit. And he's just really begun to play much better here in the last 3 or 4 ball games. When we hit that district, he was in stride and really played well for us. We have Cam Riley at one corner position. Cam's just a tremendous player. He's a baseball player as well. He's committed to UL in both sports, and he's our starting corner, and they just kind of tend to stay away from him, most part. And then we have Juju Burns, our free safety, and Juju he's a junior, and he's a rock'em sock'em. He's old school. He'll knife you in half, and it can cover and all that. He's got multiple offers, already as a junior. But the guy that's really come along for us is our weak safety, and that's Jaden Reed. And Jaden made, 12, 13, 14 tackles last week, had 9 solos, and just been all over the field, and he's been a great surprise. He's a junior as well. But our best football player by far is our buck safety, and that's Robert Graves. He's 5'5", 165, maybe soaking wet, 165. I'm probably giving him a 5 or 10, but he is by far our best football player, without a doubt. He didn't even play last week, and he's going to play them. He'll play this Friday, and look, he's just got such great tenacity and just love for football. Look, there's no reason why he should be able to do the things he can do, but he can do them, and we love him for that. And that kind of sums up, the guys that, if you want to spotlight anybody, those are the guys that I would spotlight.
George Peppers, you're up.
Coach Collins, first off, I want to echo my co-host sentiments and thanking you for taking time out of your busy schedule for joining us here on the Hash It Out Show, and offer up a congratulations on your season to this point at 9-0. I got to ask right off the bat, I'm just going to be blunt. Is your district the best district in the state?
100%.
I agree. I think I would be covering in New Orleans. Look, we can make the argument about the Catholic League being good, but I feel like you guys have a next level kind of district. And when Ouachita's 3-5 and they almost beat Ruston a couple of weeks ago, missed extra point or whatnot, I kind of want to just let you know. Also, I did some numbers while you guys were talking. Alexandria averages 48.6 games, 6 points a game. That's the challenge you guys have Friday. But I got to focus on your defense. The first 3 games, was pretty rugged. I mean, Evangel, Calvary, and Holmes County, you give up 30 plus points. But did the St. Thomas More game give you an idea of, hey, wait a minute, this defense is going to get better as the season progresses? Because you only give up 7 of those guys, and look what they did to Turlings last week.
I know. I know. Well, here's the thing: those first couple of games, we played without our free safety Juju. We played without him, so we
Mhm.
playing another young fella back there in the back who has just made tremendous strides over the course of the season. And so, when you're trying to mix and match and get the right people in there, when you're missing one of your better football players on the defense, then I think you tend to, you tend to lose focus on what you have to do to be successful. And we gave up some big plays in those games. Other than that, we played really well in those games, but we gave up some big plays just because of, you know, bad eye control and having a new guy in there, and he hadn't had all the reps that Juju Burns has had. And you guys know when those reps are
Mhm.
so important, especially live reps. And
Absolutely.
we made some mistakes in that area, but after that, once we hit that St. Thomas More game, we've really played really good defense every week.
I know. The construction of this schedule, I look at it and it's like a who's who of really good football teams. I mean, I don't want to say overkill because that's the worst word to tell a coach is that schedule
No.
is overkill. But when you look at this schedule and the way you guys have navigated it, how do you feel like it's going to prepare you for the playoffs here in 2 weeks' time?
Well, I think what it did for us, period, was the fact that we played so many really really good quarterbacks. You just think about the guys on those teams and some receivers that can really catch. Holmes County included. If you go back and look at those guys have on their team, you know, uh, just tremendous athletes, quarterbacks that can run and scramble, and guys that can get it out on time. And then you got a Ole Miss commit at wide out DB, and he's playing wide out and makes big plays against you.
Hmm.
Right there in the ball game. It really makes it look like it was a ball game. We really had great control of the ball game, and then give up those two big plays right there at the end of the game, and then all of a sudden it turned into a bing bang bada boom deal. But as far as the construction of it, what we wanted to do was we wanted to make sure we played teams that like we would have to face in the playoffs. Okay, we had the two throwing teams. All right, then we had St. Thomas More, who's more of a power team with some ability to be able to throw the football. And then we played Sterlington, who was a veer team, and defended that. And then it gets us ready for district. And then you got, Ruston, who's just a smash mouth power football team. And, then you turn around and you got West Monroe, who really is kind of both. They try to do that part of it as well, like old school, but really don't do it anymore. And then, you got Washita with a great athlete at tailback and wide out at quarterback. Man, look, athletic people that can make plays and change a game in a hurry. And we knew we'd play some teams like that throughout the playoffs. So I think, by design early, it was so we could get a little taste of everything. And we were supposed to play Southside, who we may end up playing in the playoffs. Who knows? We were supposed to play them, but the hurricane got us. And that, again, that's a different type of football team. And so we tried to get a little taste of everything. So, when you go in the playoffs, you only get a certain little bit of time to prepare for them. But if at least you've played somebody that has that runs those kind of offenses, you kind of have a good idea about what you want to do defensively, and your kids have an idea about what you want. And then, obviously, on the other hand, we've had teams that are 3-4, 4-3, 4-2-5. So we've just had a multiple teams of defense as well, and so again, that prepares our offensive guys, for what's going to take place here coming up.
When you talk about the big game Friday night at Alexandria, that place is going to be rocking. It's going to be packed. I'm sure you guys are going to bring a truckload of people down there. It's not that bad a drive. I'm pretty sure.
No,
Because Neville, I know one thing. Those guys, you guys, y'all support y'all football team for sure. Uh,
yeah,
you know,
well,
from
we
past
do
times
do that,
that you do. But when you play an offense like Alexandria, what's going to
right?
be a key for you guys defensively? I don't know if you're going to stop them, but how do you slow them down? What's going to be a key for you guys defensively for you guys to maybe tempo the game to where Neville can win the ball game?
Well, we can't let them get going too fast. You know, if you let them have that tempo offense, man, you're in for a long night because they can flat get it, and that's the thing that defensively you got to do. You cannot let them have those big explosive plays in there because you're not lined up. And we got to get lined up. That's number one, and we got to be able to get stops in the course of the game so that they can't go fast. And I think that's really the key for us defensively, and then offensively is to be able to control the football, be able to run the football, which is what we're gonna hang our hat on. And it sets up everything else for us.
It's a good thing you're only playing them Friday night because they're in the select version of the playoffs, right? So that's a
Yeah,
headache you don't have to worry about come playoff
it
time, right?
is. It is.
Exactly. Hmm.
And look, man, we've had so many battles with all the teams that are in
Hmm.
the select division as well, Carr and them, Acadiana. Come on, man. Sooner or later
Tough teams.
we might get in the right mind here and get it all back together someday. Who knows? But
Hmm.
it'd be nice. I mean, I'm an advocate of it, and I just I just think we washing this thing down way too much.
Actually, you answered my next question because I was going to ask you about the format. I want to talk about the fact that you're 9-0. It's your first year. Uh, did you expect to be 9-0 with this schedule and with the team that you had coming back?
Well, I knew we had a good football team coming back, and I knew we had to stay healthy. And then the addition of Parker has been tremendous for us as well at quarterback, obviously. But I'm not going to take anything away from Brock because Brock Jordan, our backup quarterback, is really a fine football player himself. He just got sick during 2 days and gave Parker the kind of the run, and Parker took advantage of his opportunity, because Brock missed about 2.5 weeks, and when he came back, I mean, it was kind of like, hey, we gotta slowly put you back in there, and obviously Parker had been doing a really good job, and
Hmm.
so again, we played them both early, in games, and we played Brock in almost every game. Uh, we didn't play Friday night. And that's probably the first game he hadn't played at least a series in. And that's one thing I said, we wanted to make sure that he played in meaningful minutes, not mop up duty at the end of the ball game, because that do us no good, in case something were to go wrong, later on in the season with our quarterback
Hmm.
position.
What's the excitement level coming into this week from the students and the alumni going
Well,
into this game
I,
Friday?
I put it to you like this: they had some kind of car decorating party and some kind of poster making party and some kind of
Hmm.
something going on. Just tonight, before I did, you see me in the background. I'm at the restaurant that we have the Tiger Talk uh, show tonight, and we finished at 7:30, and it was packed. And then I got on here with you guys, and so I mean it was a packed house tonight, and again it's been packed every week, just because of the excitement of our football team and and our community. I mean, our community, obviously, there's one thing that happens in this community, and they love Neville Tiger football, and and there's the good and the bad with that, because the good with it is they love Neville Tiger football. The bad is
Hmm.
there ain't but one thing you can do when you coach at Neville football, and that's win.
Hmm.
And,
That's true.
but
Yeah.
I can tell you this, that's my only expectation as well, is for us to be successful, be winners. Again, not necessarily in the ball game, but again, just in life. And man,
Hmm.
I think that's the coach's. That's what he does this stuff for, man. That's what we do it for. If you really care about it, and you're going to do whatever you can do to help these young men grow and mature.
Before I ask my last question, I just got to say I agree with you. If we can go back to having the split, I don't. I'm not going to be a complainer about this format. It's been okay. It
Yeah.
actually has produced decent matchups, but man, Neville versus Carr in the Superdome would be so special to see, wouldn't it? Just throwing
No,
it
man.
out there.
Look, hey, they've had some wars in the years
Yes, they
past.
have.
Man. It's been
Hmm.
tremendous ball games, and man, look at the players that were on the field for both teams. And man, just think back, and I've got coaches that played in those games as well on
Right.
my staff. I
Hmm.
hired Courtney Wallace, who was a big defensive tackle for us at Neville. Went on and played at Louisiana Tech, and then went on to
Hmm.
New England. And then I've got John K. Lawrence, who was the starting center on those teams. That they won two in a row and should have won the third one, but got beat the third one, obviously. And then I've got Jaden Cole, who was the quarterback on that team. He's on my staff as well. And then I got Leonard Caesar, who comes. He's the old guy. He was a 2008 guy. And then I've
Hmm.
got my defensive coordinator was on the 2009 state championship team. And so we have Neville blood in our system. And
Hmm.
look, those guys, they can tell you about all those games. They can, they remember them like they were yesterday. The Carr games, the Warren Easton games, I mean, Franklinton games. You just go on and on, and
Yeah.
some great football games and some great players, and just great matchups.
What would it mean to you? Last question. What would it mean to you to win this state championship this year? Well, district championship first, but what would it mean if you guys could get all the way to New Orleans and win state this year?
Well, I think what it'll mean is this. It means that we've done a great job with our players, as a coaching staff, and we've gotten them to the point where they can have success on the field and come away as a state champion, something they'll cherish for the rest of their life. And for me personally, what it means is that I was able to lead and guide and direct organization, and get them to where the expectation of this community is, and that's to win state championship. And it's been a minute since we won one, and obviously, we'd like to be back up on that wall. We got those banners all the way around the wall, man. And listen, somebody asked me a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, when I first got the job there, they said, man, there's not as much pressure in high school coaching as there is in
Mm.
college, is there? I looked at that dude. I said, "Have you seen the wall around this place that circles every day I walk out on this field? I mean, come on, man." I said, "Yeah, the expectation is nothing less than being a state champion around here." So, but man, look, it would be a tremendous honor for me, and it'd be a tremendous honor to be able to guide these young men too. I promise you that.
Coach Mike Collins, thank you for joining us. Good luck to you this Friday night against Alexandria, and good luck to you, your staff, and your players throughout the rest of the postseason after this Friday night.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate y'all having me.
Definitely,
All
Coach.
right,
Thank
coach.
you.
Thank you.
Coach Mike Collins, the head coach of the Neville Tigers, 9-0, looking to go 10-0 Friday night. And I said it when the season started, watch out for Neville moving up to 5A. I said, they're going to do some damage. Another person was like, they got to show me. And I think they showed that person that they're for real. Right, VK?
Oh, damn. No answer?
No,
No comment.
he's trying to be frozen. I see him moving. But
Well. The reason why I said to prove it, and I was wrong, because it's just like with West Monroe. They got themselves back up a little bit. When you get hit down like that hard, it's almost like, okay, show me better than you can tell me. It's just like Shaw. I said, hey, I want to see something. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a shot, George. It's facts. I want to see something when you're down. You show me one thing good. Keep it going. That was the thing with Neville. And I'm like I was saying, because the last couple of years, they've been hit hard. Real hard the last couple of years. But for Coach Collins to step in this season, for him to really get this program going, and those wins, I was like, okay, my eyes are starting to open. The Ruston game, I was like, okay, if they get Ruston, Neville is here. And they did it. And I said, Neville is now back. Neville is here. You got to convince me sometimes, because I see what's in front of me. Hey, I'm just saying though, we're not perfect. I'm not you were right, Jared. I'm not saying you're not wrong. We're not perfect, bro. I'm being a man about it. I'm not making. See, you know me long time. I used to be like that, making excuses way back when I had the VK Jones show. I stopped doing that. I had to grow up. I had to understand that, hey, take the L, understand it, and move on. For me, I'm like, hey, the proof is in the pudding. Just show me. And when you show me, I'm convinced. So that's what it was with Neville. They're back. They have really proven themselves. And what I said before with them and West Monroe, they trying to get their big brother status back. When you've been stumped, when you was claimed as big brother for a minute, but all of a sudden you're stumped, and it happens sometimes. Sometimes the cream is gonna have to try to rise back to the top. You're seeing that right now with the University of Miami. So sometimes you have down years, but all of a sudden they might have that one time they're gonna creep back up, and that's what Neville's done. They had creep back up. They're 9-0, and I just had a feeling something was changing, especially with Coach Collins being the new head coach. What a job he has done in his first year. Amazing what the Tigers they have done. They are here. They are absolutely here.
GP, your thoughts about the job Coach
I
Collins
mean, it's one of the
did
best jobs in the
tonight?
state. One of the best jobs, coaching jobs this year. 9-0 to navigate that schedule as they have. To go undefeated. Oh wow! And this year. Go ahead, Kenny. Words on stake, bro. Anyway, I asked him. I left out something purposely in the interview because I mentioned it's a good thing he won't see a team like Alexandria in the playoffs. He might airlines on the non-selects. I mean, they might run into those guys at some point. So that could be another migraine or Tylenol or whatever. But they've done a marvelous job, and that atmosphere, been there, done that. Seen Alexandria. That is a tough place. It's going to be a tough place to go in there and win that game. Now, I'm not tipping hands or nothing like that. If they do win it, to me, they're the favorite in non-select. I don't think there's any question right now, with 1 week to go in the season, in the regular season. Neville is to me a solid favorite in Division One non-select. You've got to make a very compelling argument to tell me otherwise. That's why they're where they are in my top five, in our top five. I just, the way they've played, their defense has really turned the corner. The St. Thomas More game, the reason I brought that game up, that's a team that has made three straight state championships? STM.
No, I want to say they played in 5, or
No, they've won.
they played
I
in
think they've
4.
won.
They played in 4 to
Right,
5, but they won the last
right.
2
But
for sure.
okay. So I was just saying, you held that team to 7, and look what that offense has done since. Look what they did for Turlings last Friday. Hung 48 on those guys, a previously undefeated Turlings Catholic. So this Neville team is, like VK said, they're here. And they're going to make some noise in these playoffs. And I feel bad for whoever has to run into that team in the first round, because that might be a running clock, probably. But it's going to be a fun game, for many fun games. Well, Thursday night, mostly this week, because of Raphael, who's now a Category 2 hurricane. But by the time it gets here, it'll be a weak tropical storm. So we'll see about how the games are going to play out this week.
All right. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, it's time to pick some games. Because we know VK isn't perfect in the picks.
But it's been coming up big in the last 2 weeks.
Still in third place. We'll be right back here.
Don't matter. Finish strong. That's what it's all about.
Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Move, move, move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. 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 Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Move, move, move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504 940 7552.
Green Law Firm is a full-service law firm specializing in personal injury, criminal law, successions, and family law. With over 25 years of experience, the Green Law Firm continues to provide efficient, competitive, and effective representation to clients throughout the state of Louisiana and all across the nation. Consultations are free. If you're looking for results, call the Green Law Firm at 504-328-3990. That's 504-328-3990, located at 931 Westwood Drive, Suite B in Marrero, Louisiana. The Green Law Firm.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB the Sports Guy, joined by VK Jones and George Peppers. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to do our picks for week 10. Will I be caught? Will VK move into second place? Will George fall in the third or stay in second? That's me up. We shall see. But let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. Let me see.
First of all, congratulations, Jared. You are like even going into these picks. You're way ahead. You're the official winner for the regular season. So
No, he's not. No, he's not.
how,
I'm not conceding yet.
Thank you, George.
Quitters quit. Not
There you
me.
go. There you go.
how much you're down by Mr.
11.
Ward? You're down
Mr.
11
Jones,
games.
I'm down. Listen, until it's official, I ain't giving up. So I'm gonna put it out there now. Are there 11 games we're gonna disagree on? Probably not, but you never know. Maybe I might take some real wild chances. I might take a winless. No, I'm not taking a winless team against a good team. No, but there's some matchups that are salty that are gonna be coin flips. And Jared, before I thought we were gonna do our top five.
I'm gonna do it after. I'm gonna do it after.
Oh, okay, cool
Do
deal.
it after. Yep, do it after. All right,
Oh,
here we go. Acadiana at Karen Crow. Acadiana has already clinched the district championship. Rivalry, big time rivalry. Karen Crow kind of get their mojo back. Well, if they get it back, maybe in the playoffs. I don't know where they are. But give me Acadiana. VK.
Give me Acadiana as well. Not even close.
And I messed up on Karen Crow's record. They are 3-6, and they are number 22 in Division One Select. So this is really a must win for Karen Crow. But I don't see it happening. We got Acadiana. Who you got, George?
I have the record Rams too. Only because Karen Crow. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes, indeed, Kenny. No, but I have Acadiana, and Karen Crow's only hope twofold. One, that Acadiana is resting guys because they've won the district, and two, they better hope the teams behind them lose in case they get beat. Which, you know, but I got
Acadiana.
Acadiana.
Acadiana ain't resting nobody. They are
Mac
number 3.
McCulloch, nah, that's not Mac McCulloch's MO, bro.
And if he wins and in the car in Alexandria by chance happen to lose, Acadiana might get that number 1 spot. So he
Just
ain't
might.
resting nobody. Yeah. So we all got Acadiana. Let's move on to the next one. Archbishop Rummel at Edna Carr. Somebody was texting me today saying Carr won't be able to pass on them. Rummel defense too tough. Carr ain't saw a defense like this. And I ain't lying. I'm telling you. I'll show you this in my phone. I said, boy, John Johnson was to throw on y'all. He said, she, that ain't happening. Who he gonna throw to? Manchild might have only 15 yards. I said, yeah? Huh. You don't know about the other two, Dejon and Oliver. I say, I don't think y'all scoring a point. I think Carr winning 28-0. Edna Carr is who I got over Archbishop Rummel. And Coach John Johnson is on Instagram as I click back to the Instagram. I got Edna Carr winning over Archbishop Rummel. Coach John Johnson picked Acadiana. What's up, Coach Keelan? I see you. Go ahead, VK, your turn. Who you got?
Archbishop Rummel, what in the blue hell are you doing? What are you doing? You learned your lesson from last year against Archbishop Shaw? Because
It's
you learned it this year,
players. It's
but
not the players. It's not the players.
it's not the players.
This is this is
Whoa,
this is an adult. It's not the
oh,
players.
oh God.
Yes.
Okay, apologize for that. Apologize for that, Romo faithful. Apologize. But whoever's the fan is, like, I don't know what you talking about. But plain and simple, Romo is really good. This could possibly go down to the wire, but I think Ed Carr is going to really, it could be tight first half, but Ed Carr will take charge big time in the second half. Ed Carr making one of their greatest runs in school history, going for a third straight Catholic League title in 3 years. I got Ed Carr.
And this is for the District 958 Championship tomorrow night. George Peppers, who you got?
I wonder if that guy that told you that is related to the dude that said Carr was overrated last week. I wonder if they're kin. I'm
No,
just
no.
throwing it out there. Probably not. I mean, that guy was next level dummy, but we'll leave it at that. Um, I'm gonna pick Etna Carr, and I don't know about 28-0, Jared, but I do think Carr does convincingly win this football game. Rummel's offense is good, but they have not seen a defense like this. And their defense has not seen an offense that can stretch you on the perimeter like Carr can. They're going to have problems. And Nick Monica he's a very good coach. There's no shame. I think Andy Carr is just at another level. And they're going to tell you why. They're going to show you why they're the top team in select when we get to the playoffs. This is a statement game. And last I checked, Bryce Brown does pretty good in statement games, ex Warren Easton, when they were good.
Yes,
So I
sir.
got Carr.
Carr looking to stay number one.
Yep.
Rome looking to stay within that top eight for sure. All right, going to Shreveport. These rivals are going at it. Captain Shreve and Bird. Give me Bird. Mr. VK Jones.
Give me Bird as well. Give me Bird as well.
GP.
Damn. Damn. Well, I was hoping you would go with the road team, but I figured you wouldn't, Smarty. Uh I'm gonna go with Bird as well. I think they're gonna punish Captain Shreve. I think tempo is gonna dictate this game, and Captain Shreve likes to throw it. They like to spread it around. If Bird's able to button it down and keep those guys off the field and win TOP, they'll handle business. Bird wins it. Yellow Jackets finish 8-2.
Coach John Johnson also says Bird will win this game. All right. Evangel. Division One Select. They are 24th. They are the last team in. Pretty much need a victory to stay in. The problem is they got to go to Parkway, who's 8-1, who's in the top six, I believe, in Division 9 Select. Yes, Parkway is fifth. So, who wins this game? Coach Corey Brotherton's team, Parkway Panthers. VK.
Ah man, I just feel so bad for Peyton Houston, but I know he's got another year to go. The great year he's having at Evangel, but you know, it's just not gonna be enough. Corey Brotherton has a very improved Parkway squad. I gotta agree with you, Jared. Parkway.
Joyce Peppers.
As I'm writing these down, that's why you seeing the disappearing for a few seconds. Um, Man, I really want to take a shot here, but I can't. Evangel's defense is too suspect for me. Corey Brotherton's team, we saw them in the playoffs last year. They were very young. They've grown up this year. They've really blossomed and made tremendous strides. Parkway wins this game. And Evangel still might make the playoffs. Remember, Jared, we had talked about this, that the teams behind them were playing teams that they can't beat. So Evangel still might get into the playoffs, power points wise. Teams that are on their schedule that they've played, the schedule they've played, if those teams win, might help them out here.
I don't know.
But Parkway's the pick.
I think they got to win. They got to win. All right, moving on. Oh, yeah. District 4, 5, a championship or a share of the district championship. Catholic at Zachary. Give me that team in black and orange, the Catholic Bears. VK.
I
And Coach
gotta,
John Johnson did say Parkway. Go ahead, buddy.
I gotta agree. I gotta agree. I hate to say it. I gotta go with Jared again on this one. Catholic is really playing pretty well since they lost the university. They're really coming along. They're starting to be hot themselves. This is going to come down to the wire, really, because I think Zachary's not going to lay down at home. They're going to really be ready to go and play. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go with the Catholic Bears.
George Peppers.
Hmm. Damn. Ay, ay, ay. Zachary took a tough L last week to, was it Central last week that beat him,
Yes,
or
Yep.
sir.
Central beat them? Catholic beat Central this year earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Whew. Man, Coach Brewington, I got mad love for you, man. But Catholic seems to be that kind of team that's hitting their stride and hitting it at the right time. Give me the Bears. I do think this is a competitive game. Bears win it by 7.
All right. Ascension Episcopal, 8-1, going to play Lafayette Renaissance Charter High. Give me Ascension Episcopal with the win. VK.
I gotta agree with you. Lafayette Renaissance has been really having a nice year this year, but Ascension Episcopal has been really playing some good ball. Give me Ascension Episcopal.
All right, Ryder Lucas. We will get there in a little bit, so stay with us. That is on our list. St. Charles Catholic versus Archbishop Shaw. So stay with us. We'll be there in a few games. Go ahead, George.
Golly, why is it that when we picking games, you got to put games that we're going to agree on? Ascension Episcopal wins it. I think they get it done. No, I'm not being salty. All right. I'm just goofing around with you. But I'm going to go with the road team. Lafayette, like VK said, the home team, Renaissance Charter, has been good. But when they've tested themselves against better opposition, they have not passed it. The 2 losses they have. Ascension Episcopal looks like a sleeper, not a sleeper, a team that's a major, major contender in their division come playoff time. They'll win this Friday.
All right, Coach John Johnson also says Ascension Episcopal. We're
John
going with our
Johnson
boy.
getting into the picks. All right.
He has all year. On Instagram, he has. Yes, he has. He's been
Oh,
there.
okay. I'm wondering if he's competing with Austin Taylor. That's what I'm wondering.
No. He's not keeping with
Okay.
Austin. All right, here we go. Two teams that don't like each other who are finally in the district together this year. Oak Grove, Washita Christian High for the District 2 2A championship. Who wins? I gotta go with Washita Christian. Got to. Go ahead, VK. You can go with Oak Grove and Jackson Bradley if you want to. Go ahead.
So this is interesting. That right now you look at Washita Christian. That's number 9 ranked in the selects, and you got Oak Grove right now that is in the top 4 in Division 3. So the winner could have a top 5, top 4 type of thing. Whoever wins this ball game, So I think this game will be really, really close. But I hate to do this. I'm going to agree with Jared again. I think Washita Christian will get it done. Close ball game, but I think they pull away.
All right, George Peppers.
I don't see a pull away, and I don't see OCS winning. I think Oak Grove is going to go in there and get the win. This is OCS is not an 0, and you just mentioned they're in the top. They're number 9 in the power points. Not exactly a sterling like schedule. They haven't played a robust, a monster schedule. They played a decent schedule, but Oak Grove, Jackson Bradley is a nice player. Watchtower Christian has tendencies to lapse. Last year they did it in the semifinal against Southern Lab. I'm feeling that this Friday. I think Oak Grove's going there and they're going to win. Oak Grove for the upset.
All right, he has Oak Grove. Moving on.
Yep.
Sterlington at Union Parish. Veer versus Veer. I'm gonna go with the home team in a close one. Union Parish. VK.
Well, this is where the disagreement goes along this one. It's go. I think this is going to be a really, really good game here, but I think Sterlington will steal the win at Union Parish. Give me Sterlington.
George.
Quickest game of the night, we would think, but give me the team that when they throw the ball, which isn't with regularity, they are effective. I'll take Union Parish at home.
All right, here we go. Moving on. Two teams fighting for their playoff lives. Peabody in Division Two Select are number 23. Division Two Non-Select. Wasman is number 22. Winner is in the playoffs. Loser needs help. Give me Wasman. I take Wasman to win over Peabody. Coach K team over
Eric
Coach
Coleman.
Coleman's team.
I gotta agree with Jared. I think it's gonna be really, really close, but I'm gonna go with Jared and Walshman, Coach Kahee. They get it done.
Coach John Johnson said Sterlington will beat Union Parish. Okay, go ahead, GP.
Both teams are going to be calculating power points after this game is over. If it's close, I think it's going to be close, and I'm going to go with the home team. I got Waspin, so we're in agreement. Give me the Waspin team at home.
And Coach John Johnson agrees with us also. Wasman. Okay, next. Franklin Parish at Tioga. Franklin already clinched the district championship, looking to get revenge on Tioga from last year. I got Franklin Parish. 91. They'll be 91. VK.
I got Coach Burnett's team, Franklin Parish. They've been really doing some big things this year. Very great year for them, and I think it continues.
All right. George Peppers.
Make that three. We talked to Coach Burnett last night. I like the purpose and the focus that he's got his team zoned in, and a game that could mean nothing, but it's going to mean a lot for Franklin Parish because it's a revenge game. They'll bomb Tioga Friday night. 21-point win.
All right. Coach John Johnson also says Franklin Parish. Moving on. Denham Springs, St. Amant. So, Denham Springs, Division One non-select, they are number 20. St. Amant is number 18. So I think if Denham Springs were to lose, they'll still be in. St. Amant is definitely in. Who wins? I think St. Amant pulls it out in a close ball game, VK. Give me the St. Amant Gators.
I think this is going to be a close game as well. Saint Amant has really, really have done outstanding, and David Oliver has done it again. Uh, uh, People thought that they wasn't going to be the same team as last year, but they have fought a very tough schedule, and for them to be 6-2 has been amazing. And Coach Oliver's done it again. Denham Springs a good record in itself, but it's going to come down to the wire. But I'm going to go with the Gators to win
All
this.
right. I see Coach Elfage has joined on Instagram. Hey, Coach Burnett says y'all need to get a game together, Coach Elfage. He said y'all got to hook up, get a game. That's what he told us last night. I don't know if you heard it. George Peppers, who you got? Denham Springs or St. Amant?
Coin flip right here, isn't it? I mean, both teams. There's not much in between them. I'm going with the home team though. I'm going to agree. Gators.
Kenny, I said I think they both in no matter what. I said St. Amant wins close. So Coach John Johnson also says St. Amant wins close. All right, moving on. Can East St. John get another win? Can they make it two in a row? Go into the offseason with a winning streak. Can they do it? HL Bourgeois with the win. I got the Braves. Who you got, VK?
HL Bourgeois is right at 23, and they could ice a win to get into the playoffs. And I tell you one thing: what a job HL Bourgeois has done this year with a tough district, and for them to be 5-4. East St. John finally got their first win. Big good job to Brandon Brown and his squad. But I think it's going to be close. East St. John is not going to give that game to HL Bourgeois that easy. But I'm going to go with the Braves to go 6-4, one of the best records that they have had at a long time at the school. HL Bourgeois.
What's up, Aunt Julie? What's going on? Since I cannot say your nickname, I'll be Aunt Julie. I'll say Aunt Julie. Go ahead, George.
East St. John should have lost last week. I needed Carver to pull that thing out. It came close, 22-20. I feel like the Braves are playing with purpose. A playoff spot is in the offing. East St. John's just trying to get this thing over with. I think HL Bourgeois cements their playoff spot, wins it by 14.
Shelby Boyle says East St. John's gonna win this game. Okay.
Mm.
God bless you.
Oh Lord. Oh man.
uh,
All right. All right. Here we go. Coach John Johnson says HL Bourgeois as well. Here we go. Edie White, Vanderbilt Catholic. This is for second place in the district. Who gets the win? Edie White gets the win over Vanderbilt Catholic. VK.
this is going to be very, very close. Both teams are looking for some good playoff positioning,
Hold on. Let
especially.
me let me ask. Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, both is 28, and I was looking at the numbers. Even Warsman at 22. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, I see we got confused. I was Warsman is 28 also now select. With Warsman, I was looking at 24. That's what it is, Kenny. Yeah, you're right, Kenny. You're right. My mistake. Cool. All right, VK. I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
What's the amazing part about this game? These two teams are not just going to go for possibly second place, but both of these teams are number 3 and number 4 in Division 2. Meaning the winner of this game will have not just a 3 seed, a possible 2. Because who's in front in the 2 seed in Division 2? Haynes Academy. And I think Haynes is going to go down a notch a bit because of their district. They don't do no points, but at the same time, when you look at the strength of schedule for the district is not as good as Vanderbilt Catholics and Edie Whites. So I think the winner of this game will get not just a 3 seed, possibly a 2. But I think this is going to be a close game. But I got to agree with Jared. This team they have proven themselves on the road big time. We seen it last year when they took out St. James and won the district. I'm going to go with Edie White.
Who you got, George?
So the winner of this game is going to avoid Shaw until the Superdome potentially, right? That's what we're playing for.
Well, we'll see.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
Shaw's number one. Shaw's the number one team right now. So if they handle business against St. Charles, they stay number one. The Terriers have really announced themselves this year, haven't they? I mean, that is a very robust football team. That is a very good football team. A team that nobody's going to talk about because Edie White is the focus down there because of what they've done in the playoffs over the last few years. The Terriers don't have the skins. They go get a notch in their belt Friday night. Give me the home team, Vanderbilt Catholic. Close.
I like this. I like the risk taking right there. I like that. I
Coach
like that.
Gambling, baby, gambling.
Coach John Johnson says Edie White as well. All right. So District 838 Championship. A meet at Jules Sumner. That's gonna be a good one, man. I'm telling you. It's gonna be a good one. Division, I believe Division 3 non-select, that's what it is. Or select. It's select. Yeah.
Division 3 select for a meet. I
Both
think Joe
both of them.
Sumner is. Oh wait,
No,
both of them.
it's both. I'm looking at it right now. Jules Sumner is
Oh
number 6
wow.
in the power rankings. A meet is number 10.
Mm.
District championship and playoff seeding on the line. Give me the Warriors of a meet.
I can't believe it's coming down to Coach Zephaniah Powell's current team and his former team for the district title. Amazing. And Joe Sumner has been really coming up as a very, very good program and everything else. It's going to be a close game coming down to the wire, but I am going to go with the A Meet Warriors to clinch the district championship and have a very good seed going in the playoffs.
All right, George Peppers.
The key to this game is they meet not lapsing. You know, they've been really, really good, but man, Jules Sumner, huh, they haven't been in this position in a little while, haven't they? They're going to be excited. Home crowd's going to be popping. They meet's a very tough opponent. Give me Jules Sumner close. This is going to be one of the more underrated games on the night. Jules Sumner wins it and announces himself as a contender in the playoffs.
All right,
Yay.
let's go to St. John Parish, where a team known as St. Charles Catholic resides.
Mm-mm.
School is not in St. Charles Parish. Y'all didn't know that. But The Archbishop Shaw Eagles are going to Laplace to play St. Charles Catholic for the District 9 4A championship tomorrow night. Who wins this game? St. Charles Catholic has a 2-game winning streak over Archbishop Shaw. Who wins? The Shaw Eagles will win this game. Just not enough offense from St. Charles Catholic right now to put up enough points to beat the Shaw Eagles. I have the Shaw Eagles defeating St. Charles Catholic. VK.
Well, St. Charles Catholic has been pretty. We've been playing much better, and everything else. Shaw, right now they're the number one seed right now, and St. Charles Catholic's at number 9. It's going to be a very, very interesting game, closer than the experts think. I think Archbishop Shaw will get it done at the end. They'll get the win over St. Charles, but it's going to be a spirited, close 4-quarter game. Wayne Stein is undefeated against Hank Tierney, so he's going to have them ready to go, but I'm picking the Shaw Eagles.
Coach John Johnson, he said they meet. He also said Shaw. George Peppers, who you got?
There's levels of football that you play, and Shaw has exceeded that.
Like when Carr plays Shaw. It's levels to
Right.
this.
Yeah, but Shaw's not playing Carr. It's St. Charles.
I'm just saying when they
And
meet.
that atmosphere is a tough place to play. St. Charles. Those guys are going to strap it on. They're going to get ready. They're going to be ready to roll. I just think elevation wise, Shaw is just miles ahead of this game. I think they win this game by 20. I think Kenny Remendant says that Shaw plus 20. I agree. Eagles, after a little bit of a hiccup early, they get the train rolling again and they steamroll into the playoffs as they have been the last month and a half. Shaw big.
All right. Here we go. Brother Martin, Holy Cross. And right now, Brother Martin sits at number 11. So they're right now, they'll host the home first round game. Holy Cross is number 23. Holy Cross is saying we got to get this win to stay in the playoff race. Who wins this game? I'll say this. I bet you it's a close game. I bet you it's close. I think Holy Cross going to throw everything they can at Brother Martin to keep this a competitive, close ball game. But I think Brother Martin pulls this game out sometime in the 4th quarter. Give me the Brother Martin Crusaders, VK.
The scenario you just said, you took the words out of my mouth, Jared. You took the words out of my mouth. I definitely agree big time. I think this goes down to the wire. These two teams are fighting for their playoff lives. I think this goes down all the way to the mid, the last 3 minutes of the game. But I think those seniors of Brother Martin wants to go out on top. They want to go out in a good way, get some momentum going into the playoffs. I have the Brother Martin Crusaders.
And it's senior night for Holy Cross. Kenny and Alston, they say Brother Martin. Coach John Johnson, he says Holy Cross. Big Eiffel, he says Brother Martin. Who you got, George?
VK, Holy Cross almost beat you guys last week. Lost close. Brother Martin needed an incredible comeback, down 28 to Warren Easton, chased them down, got the win. That was a gift, pretty much. I mean, you're down 28, and you rally back and get the dub. It's Senior Night at Holy Cross, and you said they're in the playoffs right now.
Number 23. Hanging on
Oof,
by thread.
living on the edge, right? I
Yes.
got you. I don't think Brother Martin's going to start that slow again. I think Holy Cross is going to give him a tenacious fight. This is going to be a good game, but give me the road team. Crusaders win it.
All right. Let's go to Booty, Louisiana. Big time matchup. Lakeshore traveling to play Hornville. Lakeshore is number in Division 2 non-select. Lakeshore is number 8. Hornville is number 16 in Division 1 non-select. Hornville looking to get a win to host a first round playoff game. They lose, most likely they're on the road in the first round. But I think the Hornville Tigers will win. They'll bounce back from the loss they had last week at Desterhead. Give me the Hornville Tigers. Who you got, VK?
I think this is going to be a great game coming up on Friday night. I think this is going to be a really, really good game. Lakeshore has been very consistent. It's going to be interesting in itself. Lakeshore in the top 8 and everything, and they're looking to try to get a bye. But I think the Hanville Tigers will come up big. Could be real close, but I think Hanville has a huge fourth quarter, and they ice a home playoff game for the first time in a couple years.
Yeah.
Hanville Tigers.
George Peppers.
Hmm. I'm very concerned with Hanville coming into this week. They put a lot of their eggs in that game against Destrehan last week and fell short. How do these kids bounce back psyche wise? There's still a lot in front of them, a home playoff game. They're right at the edge of it at 16. They need the win. But this Lakeshore team is not a pushover. They are 7-2 for a reason. It's a very good team, top 8 ranked as far as the power points go. North Shore teams don't usually do too good going down to the river parishes. I'm going to go with Hahnville, but Lakeshore is going to make them work for it for 48 minutes. Hahnville wins it.
All right. Coach John Johnson, Big Eiffel. They say Bill Kenny Austin said Hornville too. District 758 Championship. Salmon at Chalmette. Who gets the win? I'm going to stick with the team I said would win it before the season started. I'm going to stick with them. The Chalmette Owls. Give me Chalmette, and they're at home. Chalmette, district champs. And the crazy thing is, when you look at it, Chalmette and Salmon are both 25 and 26 in the power rankings for Division One non-select. Must win for both teams. VK.
Wow. I mean, the winner goes to the playoff. Winner wins district and goes to the playoffs. So it should be an interesting ball game. Coach Suter has done a great job this year with a very young Salmon team with a winning record. It should be. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they're honoring
The 94 team.
the 94 team and the 1949 team.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an amazing. That's motivation in itself, right there. Wow, man. But actually that was the year after St. Aug beat him in '93. Awesome. I just knew they
Go
was
ahead,
gonna be
go
hungry.
ahead.
No, just saying. I just knew they was gonna be hungry in '94. So big ups to that team. Um, I really think this is a close ball game, but Chalmette looking for history in a new district. I think they win the district championship, and I think that'll be their third straight district title overall. So it'll be Chalmette winning the district.
George.
Desperate teams do desperate things. Both teams are desperately trying to cinch a playoff spot. They know they get the +1. The winner gets the +1 and cinches a playoff spot.
There is no
Oof.
more +1. There is no more +1 at all.
For districts,
Not
they took
anymore.
that out.
No, they took
Yeah,
it
it's
out.
gone. Gone.
That's
Gone.
silly. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so there goes the reward aspect. Okay. Noted. With that said, Chalmette has had some games where they've been really hit or miss this year, but Bobby does feel that's a tough place to play. Um, I think they get it done. Chalmette at home wins it by 10.
All right. Everybody's saying Chalmette. Even Coach Johnson and Big Eiffel. All right. The next game. Yeah, y'all see that, huh? That's why Shelby said this guy here, and then Kenny reminded, yeah.
Hey, I'm just not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. I'm not ashamed to say that I came from a school that has a winning record against Hanville. Just being honest. That's all it is. Y'all
Another
have more
jab.
state champ. Y'all have more state championships than St. Aug. I'm gonna definitely give you that. So it's all good.
Another jab. Anyway, District 10 2A Championship. Can Coach Feet and his crew go into Newman Friday night and do the unthinkable and beat Newman? And I know he's watching. And I know he's going to text me, cussing me out because they're not going to do it this game. The Newman Greenies with the win. Go ahead,
Newman.
BK.
Well, I think this game is gonna be an interesting one on Friday night, and this is gonna be really interesting, and I think this is gonna be really
What's
close.
interesting? Close or not close? Which one? Where you
Close. It's gonna be close. It's
No.
gonna be real close.
No.
You
I'm
can say
sorry.
no if you want to, but I'm
I am.
hey, Hey, you can laugh if you want to, but I'm like this. Where everybody gonna say Newman easy? Are y'all gonna bow when I make this pick? And I'm making it. If South Plaquemines wins, guess what? They go to number 1 in the power rankings.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
We
and
know.
momentum. I'm
But
going with the Canes. I'm doing it. I'll take the L this time. Lyle, I'm with you. I'm with you this week. Y'all can look at me crazy. I don't
like
care.
you took the L with Douglas against 35. So you doing the same thing.
No.
No, you
That
doing
was
the
a
same thing right
bonehead.
now.
That was a bonehead. This is not a bonehead. This is not a bonehead.
Is that a
This is not a
bonehead?
bone. This is not a bonehead.
Oh
This is not a
boy.
bonehead. This is not a bonehead. I'm telling you, it's
Oh
not.
Lord.
I'm convincing you, it's not a bonehead. Newman is good. I'm not saying they're not, but
Yeah,
it's
Shelby,
gonna be
take notes
close.
of this. Take notes of this, Shelby. Take notes. Go ahead, George. Go ahead. Have
How
fun
do
with
I
that.
follow? How do I follow that? VK just trying to get that free food.
Look,
That's what he's doing.
Cheyenne telling him you're
Yeah,
wrong,
Shine's
Daddy.
like, Daddy, you messed up. That's what she's telling him. Daddy, you done messed up. That's what she's telling him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've seen South Plaquemines this year. I don't think they've seen a tempo offense like Newman runs. Eli Friend is a very nice quarterback. Continues to get better. They have not lost a game. Um, I'm not going to say by 21 or anything. I do think Newman controls this game from jump, and they win this game. I don't want to say name the margin because South Plaquemines is going to battle. I just don't think they have the athletic prowess to win this game. Newman by 14.
Y'all can say,
Countless.
this is the bonehead. I'm gonna tell you that this is probably the most complete team Newman's gonna face in their district. Look at the
But there,
district. The district is not strong. I'm sorry,
We
it
know
is
it's
not.
not strong. We know it's
It's
not
we
strong.
not.
know.
But you really think South Plaquemines is going to beat Newman? Like, be
No.
honest. You really think this?
I'm like this. Look, South Plaquemines in their program history, they have beaten some really good teams, and they're beating 4-5 teams this year. Come on, man, get their team respect.
Okay. Okay. They
Get their
beat
team respect.
They beat some 5A teams and who they beat East Jeff, right?
District champion.
Okay. They beat okay, nice. What happened against Livingston?
Got smacked.
What happened against Bell Chase?
Same thing.
All right. Thank you.
Which teams
And
are
you
going to be in the
hey, hey,
postseason?
and you gonna tell me that Livingston and Bell Chase are better than Newman? No.
No,
VK,
I'm
allow feed my boy. Allow
oh,
feed my boy. He's my
oh,
boy. You know that's my boy. That's my boy right
what?
That's
there.
my boy too.
All I
He
gotta
is winning this
say,
game, and he getting beat by double digits.
all I'm gonna tell you, if that goes in reverse, what y'all? I'm like this. Here's my thing.
Daddy.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. If they go in and win this game, and I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do this for you.
Oh, shit.
If South Plaquemines wins next week, I host the Hash It Out show. Both shows next week. I host the show.
Oh, what? Wait, whoa.
I'm
He
I'm
trying
I'm
to he trying to kick you out.
George,
I'm
that
putting
ain't happening,
I'm
George.
putting
Don't worry
myself
about
on
it.
the line. I'm
And
putting myself on
no,
the line.
you're not gonna host it. But this is what we'll do. I'm gonna host the show, but I will sit here and say, VK, I'll give you some type of props, and then I give you the floor to say what you want to say. I'll do that if
Okay.
South Plaquemines beat Newman.
Okay.
All right,
Huh?
it ain't happening.
That's fine.
Big
I
eye
said,
for it.
I'll take the L. I'll take the L, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. If they lose, it's not gonna be surprising to me if Newman wins big. They are the better team, but at the same time, this is a complete team they're going against. And South Plaquemines is very athletic, so we're gonna see what happens.
They are
But
athletic.
Newman does have an advantage, and I give him that.
They are athletic. They got a chance to win Division 4 non-select. They do, but they not beat Newman and Big Eiffel and Coach John Johnson. They agree with me. I see you, Mitch. What's happening, bro? All right, here we go. Hold on 1 second. Austin Tyler even he in here. VK he will buy you lunch if South Plaquemine
Mm,
wins.
okay,
All
all right.
right, there you go. Let's move along. St. Paul's at Covington. Um, District 5-5A championship or a tie. St. Paul's wins, they're the district champs outright. If Covington wins, Covington, Mandeville, and St. Paul's will share the district championship. But I don't think a tie is happening. Give me the St. Paul's Wolves. VK.
That's gonna be a interesting game, close one there, man. But so that means so if St. Paul's win, they win it outright.
Yes,
Covington wins, it'll be a tie.
correct.
Give me Greg Salter and the Covington Lions. They have bounced back huge this year. I think they really came back after high expectations last season for them, and for them to bounce back after those injuries to be 8-1. I'm going with Covington at the Cow Palace.
Okay, who you got? George Peppers. Our
And
boy Mitch.
Shelby,
Our boy Mitch. He has Covington. Coach John Johnson has Covington. Big Eiffel has St. Paul's, and Kenny Ramonde he has Covington too. Okay, who you got?
I see. I see Shelby's comment saying screen two will be blank next week.
Yeah, it
Mm,
is.
I don't know about that. I don't
On
know
VK.
unless
VK
uh,
screen.
I know, or maybe, but no. It's gonna be a really good game. Covington VK's dead on. They're healthy. Last year they just had a myriad of injuries left and right, and their season went south. This year it's been completely different. But St. Paul showed a lot of mettle last week at Mandeville. Even though Mandeville's down their best player, the Wolves still had to dig down and get that win. I think that experience helps them this week. St. Paul's wins by a field goal at Covington.
All right, move on. Austin said St. Paul's also. So everybody got somebody different. Here we go. Moving on. We're almost done, everybody. We're going up north. Ruston at West Monroe. Division One non-select West Monroe holding down number 17. Ruston at number 4. So West Monroe looking to win and move up some. And um Ruston looking to stay in the top 4 to get a bye. Who wins? At one time, West Monroe was the bigger brother of Ruston. Right now, they're not, and they won't be after this week. Ruston Bearcats with the win, VK.
I think West Monroe will be ready to play, but at the same time, I think Ruston is going to prove why they're the defending state champs. I think Ruston gets it done at West Monroe.
George.
The perfect game for Ruston to get them focused against a rival, against a former big brother, Joshua Bradley and company by 21 at West Monroe. They will blow the doors off that team Friday night.
Okay.
Ooh.
Moving
There's
on.
your step out.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the Lake Charles area. Jennings traveling to Westlake. This is for the District 3A championship / tie. Jennings wins. They win it outright. Westlake wins it. They are in a three-way tie. I cannot think who the other team is right now. But before we go,
Iowa?
Coach John Johnson said Ruston. Big Eiffel said Ruston. No, it's not Iowa. Iowa's in another district. Iowa is
Okay.
they're 4A. Give me Jennings. Jennings outright district champions. VK.
Westlake has been having a very nice year, very very good year, 6-3. They've been really digging in and being in the position to win the district championship. Big ups to them. But the dogs have been proving us wrong all year. The dogs is right there. Where they in the power rankings?
Fourth, I
Jared,
think.
are there like top?
They're
Four or
number
five,
four.
I think.
Number
Yeah.
4 in Division Two non-select. Number 4.
Yep.
Ooh, and a team that could be a factor in a possible wide open division. I like them dogs. Give me Jennings.
All right. Who you got, George Peppers?
How about them dogs, VK? Right?
Mhm.
Just throwing it out there. But listen, I've been the one Jennings guy on this panel this year against Notre Dame. You guys took the Pios. I took Jennings. They won against LC. They beat them too. Um, I'm very high on this Jennings team, and there's no reason to change now. They go to Westlake and they win. I do think Westlake battles though. 10-point game, Jennings. A separation score late gets the job done.
All right. Mitch X. Before that, Coach John Johnson said Jennings. Mitch asked, who did we pick for Thursday's games? He was late. I mean, a lot of games been moved to Thursday, Mitch, but I'm going to tell you the one you want to hear. The one you want to hear, Mitch. You ready, Mitch? See us three right here? Me, George, and VK? We didn't pick Rummel. We picked Edna Carr. That's the one you want to hear, Mitch. Just let you know, Mitch. That's the one.
Mitch.
That's the one he want to hear. Yeah. We picked Edna Carr, Mitch. Mitch, cry your eyes out tomorrow when Edna Carr wins the district championship. And thing is, though, Mitch, Edna Carr not even going to celebrate that victory. Just let you know.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Just
Yeah,
let you know, brother.
Mitch.
Yeah. So Kenny says Jennings. Austin says Jennings by 21. Layton's College Prep. That's right, Kenny. That's the other team. If Westlake wins, that'd be in a three-way tie. That is right. Thank you, Kenny. Now, guys, we got two left to pick. Here we go. John Eric versus West Jeff. Put a little West Bank pride in this right quick, man. Somebody getting bragging rights. Who will it be? I think John Eric gets the bragging rights over West Jeff. They're not going to the playoffs, but somebody getting bragging rights. John Eric, VK.
Well, who wins this game and how weird this is that the game is finally back in week 10 and on a Saturday morning.
That's right.
Unbelievable. JP, it makes you look bad. It's just a little. I'm saying that because of the fact that that's messed up. But it is what it is. John Eric, close game. John
All
Eric
right.
gets it done.
Big Eiffel and Coach John Johnson, they both have John Eric. George Peppers, are you picking your alma mater to win?
The day I pick West Jeff against my alma mater, I should turn in my diploma, right? Come on, man. I'm picking the Patriots. West
Man,
Jeff is miserable. I am picking John Eric. They will win this game. Name the number.
keep it real, man. I picked Edna Carr over Archbishop Shaw.
Hey, I picked Carr too. And my
Hey,
brother went to Shaw.
that ain't got nothing to do with it. What if Carr was playing John Eric? Would you pick
I pick
Carr?
Carr. I'll
Okay.
pick Carr.
All right.
Hey, it's about winning. I'm
All
not
right.
taking foolish chances. I'm not picking
All right.
Douglas or South Platte.
But you would never pick West Jeff over John Eric.
Absolutely not.
All
Absolutely not.
right. I got you. All right. Um,
Last one.
Kenny is with George with John Eric. Uh, PG told them to put this game early. I don't know who PG is.
I think they're trying to say me.
Maybe you, GP. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably what Austin means. Last
But
one. Here we go.
all right.
District 258 championship, ladies and gentlemen. It's Alexandria and it's Neville. Who gets the win? We know about JT Lindsay, the running back for Alexandria. I know about Juju Barnes, the safety for Neville. That's the name of a couple players. But who gets the win? Give me Neville with the win in Alexandria by 10. Neville Tigers, District 258 champions, keeping the number one seed in Division 1 non-select. Neville Tigers by 10.
Well, should be an interesting game. The game is at Alexandria. So, it's going to be a very interesting contest. Both teams, it's going to be. That's the other thing, too. That's why he rubbing the hands right there. I get it. I totally get it.
No, you don't know why. I'm going to tell you when you finish.
Uh-oh. Okay. But
Go ahead.
but I'm gonna tell you, it would be a big, huge win for Neville to solidify that number one seed on the road, especially against Alexandria. And I like what Coach Phillips. I mean, Coach. If I got it right,
Coach Collins.
Collins.
Coach Collins. Thank you, Coach Collins. There's been a lot going on tonight. Coach Collins has been doing for his program has been tremendous, very much tremendous. I think Neville is back, but I'm going with Alexandria. They've been battle tested all year. Like I said before, they've been prepared for this. And guess what? They're going to do it again. Alexandria will ice a 2 seed. They will beat Neville and win the district championship, giving Alexandria.
So So Neville's not battle tested.
Not saying they not, not saying they not. They are really, really good. But we talking about a veteran Alexandria team who went and decided to play a tougher schedule, and for them to be
Tougher
under.
schedule than Neville's schedule.
Hey, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said Alexandria played a tougher schedule for them this year. I didn't say it
Oh,
was tougher.
oh,
Now you
oh,
get it.
oh,
Now you got it.
oh, no,
Appreciate it,
nah,
brother.
nah. You
Now you
clarified it.
got it.
You clarified it. Go ahead.
Yes, yes.
Right,
So
right,
I, I
Austin.
I like what Alexandria has been doing, and I'm telling you now, what I was seeing with Alexandria early in the season, I said for between when, especially when they played Destrehan, I said that game alone is going to help both teams in that schedule. And look how Destrehan looks now, and look how Alexandria looks. I like Alexandria in this ball game, close one, going down to the wire.
Before I picked this,
Go
VK, I
ahead.
got a question. Do you think this Alexandria team beats the Destrehan team with Jackson Fields? Remember, he didn't play in that game earlier this year. A healthy Destrehan versus a healthy Alexandria. Who would you pick?
I think that would be a close ball game in itself too. It would be hard for me to pick that game to be alone myself. I'd have gave Alexandria the edge because it was at home. I'd have
Okay.
given him the edge because what
Okay.
I seen in the scrimmage, I seen an offensive line that's really young, and it's almost like, can you handle an Alexandria team, especially the defense, who returns a lot of people? So that's just what I think.
I feel you. As for this game, I have all the love in the world for Thomas Bachman and Alexandria. They have an outstanding team, arguably can get to the dome. That's a team that could get to the Superdome. Their district is one of the best districts in the state, maybe the best. With that said, give me the team that has been lights out defensively in the last 6 games. They've given up 15 points a game. It's not a shutdown defense, but compared to what they had earlier in the year and their tempo, I think they do enough and they win. I'll give you a final score since this is the game. Well, the Hash It Out Show game is the game of the week, but this one, Neville 27, Alexandria 21. Neville wins the game.
All right. Big Eiffel, King Mingo, and Coach John Johnson. They say Alexandria. Austin says Neville. Kenny Ramonde says Alexandria as well. All right. Before we get out of here, we have to do our top five, ladies and gentlemen. Our top five teams in the state of Louisiana. I'm going to go first, and VK will go last. Okay. Oh, that's what I did this time? Perfect. I did good. All right, here we go. Ready to share the screen. Boom. There it is. So, my top five. Edna Carr, number one. Neville, number two. Alexandria, number three. Catholic of Baton Rouge, number four. I mean,
No, you have
Indiana,
Indiana.
Indiana, number four. Catholic of Baton Rouge is number five. Catholic of Baton Rouge is actually 8-0. Um, due to U High University Lab having to forfeit the game. They're actually 8-0. So don't go by that. Okay. But that's my top five right there. It's a good looking top five. Thank you very much. Um, George Pepper's top five, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. There it is. And the card, Neville, Alexandria, Lutcher Bulldogs at number four, and Rumble at number five. So I have no problem with Rumble being in your top five, but Lutcher, I got a question. Why? Why is Lutcher your top four? What made you say Lutcher belongs in the your top five?
Well, for one, they haven't lost a game yet this year, and for two, this is a team that looks one of the more complete teams in the division that is going to be a state championship contender. I feel like they've answered a lot of questions. Dwayne Jenkins has done a marvelous job at that school, and they're good enough to win state. And I don't know who they get this week, but they'll close out and go to the playoffs on a big run. Look, it's almost playoff time, and these cats always elevate for the playoffs.
All right. Okay. Okay. I just think other teams like, Catholic and Rummel and a couple other ones are better than Lutcher. That's why I don't have them. But I understand your point. Um, are we ready for VK's top five? You ready, VK?
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. It's VK's top five. Here we go.
Douglas number one.
Yeah. No.
Ah,
What he
I
has
know.
Edna Carr one, Alexandria two, Neville three. He has Lutcher as well. Then he has Dunham. VK, explain yourself. Why is Dunham in your top five?
All right. What reason why I put Dunham at number 5 and everything else? Because Dunham so far, has some big wins, has some good wins on their schedule. Besides them being undefeated on the season, they have a great quarterback. And what's the quarterback name?
Elijah Haven.
Elijah Haven. Elijah Haven is really, really good, and they got a great all around team. And I think I had to go with somebody like my honorable mention. To me, the closest thing would have been Acadiana would have went to number 5. But I was looking at the undefeated teams. I was like, okay, who is really, really good and convincing, not just talent wise, but on the schedule. And I think Dunham is really, really a good team, and I think they deserve that pub. Lutcher, and I don't blame. What's funny?
Go ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
post it. Go ahead. I'm gonna post it.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
post
Okay,
them. Go ahead.
gotcha.
Keep
Got it, got
talking.
it, got it, got
I'm
it.
waiting. Yeah.
I think, like I said, Dunham deserves that pub.
What's up,
Now,
Coach Brown?
Lutcher, and I understand where George is coming from, but at the same time, you look at their district, not the fact that Lutcher's undefeated and in the top 2 in the power rankings, 2 of the teams that is going in second place is battling for a 2 seed in another division. So that district is pretty strong in itself. So that's why Lutcher is in my top 5 and still undefeated.
And I'm just gonna come out and say it. Ain't no goddamn way that Dunham should be in a top five. Period. I'm sorry, bro. They ain't beat no Edna Carr, no Alexandria, no Neville, no Ruston, no Shaw, no John F. Kennedy, no Catholic, no Acadiana. They ain't beat none of them. There ain't no way, bro. Dunham would have been in my top five. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever,
And
man.
this is
Whatever.
this is like this is like when you picked Kentwood last year. Ain't that right, Austin? Oh, yep. I waited all year for it. He knew you was gonna do this one day. Kenny
Well,
Austin waiting. Wait, hold on. We ain't done. Kenny Remind Day. You got him leaving the show, bro. You got him leaving the show. Look at that, bro. Man, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, wait. We ain't done. What's in that cup you drinking? Hey, when he gave me this list and I saw Dunham, I was like, yep, Kentwood 2.0 from last year. Yep, he did it. The VK Jones. Oh, yeah. Yes, Coach John Johnson. Kenyatta would smoke Dunham probably 72-6, maybe. I don't know. But I'm just saying, Coach John Johnson.
now, all I'm gonna tell you is this: if Dunham wins the state championship, what you gonna freaking say?
The same goddamn thing.
You gonna say
They can't beat these teams.
the same god doggone thing, and some of
Yes.
those teams don't win it. Don't the same teams
It
you
don't
just mentioned?
matter.
It
Dude,
don't matter. Hold
if
on,
Alexandria,
hold
if
on, dog.
Alexandria
Hold
loses
on,
in the
dog. You
semifinal,
wrong. You're wrong, bro.
no. You sound
You're
wrong.
wrong, bro.
If
No, you're wrong.
Alexandria loses
No,
in the
you
semifinal, you
cannot
gonna sit
say.
there and tell
Hold
me
on.
Dunham can still beat
Hold on,
Alexandria?
hold on,
You
hold on,
gonna sit
hold
there
on,
and tell me that?
hold on,
Come on,
dog.
man.
Hold
You
on. I get.
logical, bro. You logical, bro.
Listen,
Come on.
listen. I see what you're talking about, but if the same teams you mentioned, they can't beat this team, can't beat this team, and they don't win the title, what that means? Come on, bro. That don't make sense.
No,
If
you
they
not
don't win,
making sense. You gonna
no,
sit there? Hold on.
Perfect timing.
Can y'all hear me still?
yeah, okay,
Okay. Um.
that was
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, y'all see TC calling and I got a show. But anyway, no, VK, you not making sense. You cannot sit there and say, oh, because Alexandria and Acadiana don't make the championship, then yeah, Dunham is a better team than them. They gonna hire them. No, bro. No. We talk about can Dunham is Dunham better than them? No, they're not. They can't touch them. No shot.
whatever, bro. Because if they win the state championship and none of them do, I understand what
That
you're
don't
talking
mean
about, but
that.
bro,
That don't mean
so that
nothing.
don't mean nothing if the
It
teams.
doesn't. If
Wow,
they played one
how
on one, they couldn't
we
beat them.
we
They
talking
played one
about?
on one.
We
Dunham
talking
couldn't
about
beat
this.
them.
Hold on. We talking about this season. I get it, but we talking about this season. We talk about if they come now. If Alexandria want to win the state championship, they not better. I'm gonna say this: they not
Oh,
better.
oh, oh, so
Dunham is not. Dunham
Alexander
is
wins
not better
state
than
and the
Alexandria.
car loses. Oh, you gonna put them over in a car. That was what happened.
No,
But
no,
that's what you just said. You just said that. That's the point
I
I'm
didn't just
making.
say that. No way in the world Dunham is going number one. Okay, they're not
Yes.
going number one in the state. Okay, they're not going up there. All right. Nothing wrong with giving a damn team love. I'm just saying, if these other damn teams don't make the championship, or not just make it, don't win it, they can't be in no damn conversation. They
Okay,
can't.
but
They
how
didn't
can
win
you
it.
say? How can you say
They didn't win it,
you
dude.
just? I just said if
Win.
Alexander win the state championship and they happen to beat Carr, I said I'm not putting Dunham over in the car, and you said no, you wouldn't either. But how can you just say none of the teams win the state championship?
Look,
You
I'm
making no
saying,
sense, bro.
look,
It's
man, look.
on the field. Top 5 overall teams. You tell me Dunham.
That might change after this week. Maybe. Y'all not gonna
George,
make me change my
George,
mind.
say something,
Look,
bro. Say something, George.
y'all not gonna change my mind.
Say
That's
something,
all I
George.
know. All I know that might. All I'm tell you that might change. If it don't change by this week, it's definitely changing at the round one. Okay, it's definitely gonna change at the
No,
round one.
no. Top 5 over after next week. We do one final top 5, and that's a wrap. Playoffs, I don't do it no
Look,
more.
look. I'm like this. That might change next week on the final top 5. Okay, because
Can Dunham
playing the
beat
Super.
can Dunham beat Kennedy?
Nobody can't beat Kennedy.
No, okay. But they your top 5. My point. The point I'm trying to make.
Look. Like I told you, that might change because all the other teams you just mentioned, especially with the one loss. You know what I'm saying? If Acadiana has out, it goes outstanding this week, or if Catholic comes up with a big victory, Dunham might get is gone. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that it's got to be top 5. I'm giving the team love here, man.
Oh,
That's
I know
all
you
it
give.
is.
Hey, there's no problem with you giving them love, but it's okay for us to disagree with the
Yeah,
team you're giving love in your top 5. That's fine. I don't care if you disagree with me, but I'm just telling you to hit up.
it ain't like they played. It ain't a terrible schedule they played. That's all it is. I'm like this. They're not their resume is not. I'm gonna say this. They got a look. That's what I'm saying. Their resume is not. Their resume is a nice resume. It's not the resume of Kentwood right now, especially not this season's Kentwood. They're not. They don't have the resume like we talked about last year with St. Charles Catholic. St. Charles Catholic had a very impressive resume. That's why they was in my top 5.
They ain't got a resume. That Shaw got it. They ain't got a resume.
They
Noah
don't. They
got it.
don't. They don't. They don't have.
Alexandria and the car.
That's
They ain't
what
got
I'm
that
saying.
resume.
Hold on, Jack. I'm not trying. Listen, I, I'm saying what you're saying. Okay, I'm saying what you're saying. You're saying the
What's
same
adding
thing
on?
I'm talking about.
What's adding on?
You're not that on, but I'm just saying that hey, they don't have that. I'm just giving them love more than anything else. Like I said, that might change next week since it's gonna be our last top 5 next week. Because like I said, the one loss teams like Acadiana and Catholic, it could be a change right there at number 5 anyway,
Ooh.
because they are a bit better than this Dunham team is undefeated. Dunham
Coach
could
John,
have a chance to win it all. Just saying. But
Coach John Johnson got a question for you. Hey,
yes.
George, you can speak, man. You say something. We
Go
got a
ahead,
couple
go ahead,
minutes.
I
Joe.
can.
But hold on. Coach John Johnson is asking you this. You ready?
Mhm.
How many Catholic League teams would Dunham beat?
Whew.
0. I'll answer
Ooh,
it. 0.
thank you.
Zero.
Thank you. Yeah.
Zero.
Go ahead, George.
I mean, point made. There's your question, right? But listen, I give Elijah Haven and that team a lot of credit too. That's a good question, Austin Tyler, but that's not me. I'm not the one with them in the top 5. You could take that off the screen, Jared. My eyes are hurting. Um, um, he might be
Go ahead.
Spangled. That's Spangled. Spangled. Kenny. Spell
He
check.
spelled it wrong. He spelled it wrong. He spelled it
Spell check, dog. But Dunham is a spectacular team, but I'll give you a team that can beat them. 2. in the playoffs. If I remember right, these two are in the same classification: Calvary Baptist and the Bunkie Panthers. Those two teams have every wherewithal that can beat them. Calvary is a reigning state champ. Be a hell of a matchup with Abram Wardell and Elijah Haven. Bunkie has Carl Johnson, Dylan Compton, and that very good defense. I disagree with VK's top five, but I'm not going to go savaging like that. I have Rummel in there because I still believe the Raiders are really, really good. I don't think Dunham can beat any of these four teams in front of him, though. Neville, Lutcher, Alexandria, Carr. Might be a running clock with the first three. With those first three teams. Dunham is just a very good team, but they're not, I wouldn't have put him there. I just wouldn't have. And that's it.
I think they got a great. I think they got a great chance in Division III. That's how I look.
No, but that's not the argument. The argument is, are they one of the?
You're right.
Are they one of the top five teams in the state? Regardless,
I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not.
King Mingo says Bunkie cannot beat Dunham.
Okay. Yes, they can.
Hey, that's
Bunkie can beat. He said Bunkie can. I'm not.
They can't. King Mingo says this. Last question: can Newman beat Dunham?
Yes.
Yes.
We have a good quarterback matchup. Friend versus Haven. That'd be a heck of a quarterback battle.
Hell of a matchup.
But Blackwood's can beat Newman, right, BK?
Yes, indeed. I knew that was going there. Oh, you're a fool.
You want to set the traps up. Look at this. Look at this.
All right, guys. We got to roll. Tomorrow night, the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. St. Augustine versus John Curtis. You can catch it on the YouTube page of JB, the sports guy, our good guy, VK Jones, and Coach Willie Brooks will be on the call for this game tomorrow night. So make sure you guys tune in to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Pre-game will start at 6:30 with the kickoff starting at 7 o'clock. We will be back Sunday, 6 o'clock. VK will join us a little bit after because he got some things to do. But we're going to start Sunday at 6 o'clock. We're going to talk about the brackets of every division. It's going to be an hour and a half show. At 7:30, we will be done. Only VK gets in with us as soon as he can. But 7 o'clock on 6 o'clock on Sunday, we are back right here. Talk about the brackets, the playoffs.
All right, clarification. We're not picking. Right? We're discussing them. Okay, so we're going to do it next week.
Yes, we do it during the week. Correct. So Sunday, 6 o'clock, right here, Hash It Out Show, special edition, playoff bracket show. Talk about the brackets in each division. Hour and a half show. But other than that, that is all we have. We got to roll. I usually give these guys the last word, but we got to go. So tune in to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week tomorrow. For VK Jones and for my guy, George Peppers, I am JB the Sports Guy. Thank you to Coach Collins for for joining us tonight. Y'all tune in tomorrow. Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, and y'all tune in Sunday. Other than that, y'all take care.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. 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 Hands up, hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
At Bayou AV Security, we are your one-stop shop for all your needs, whether it's enhancing your home entertainment system, securing your property, ensuring a seamless internet connection, or illuminating your outdoor spaces, we've got you covered. Bayou AV Security, where technology meets reliability. Call us today to experience the Bayou difference.
JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664, and don't forget to ask about their 1 week free special. Thank you for watching the Hash It Out Show. Please like, subscribe,